So another way of really jazzing up your lettering once you're confident with it is to add flourishes. And this is where the link to calligraphy may come in. So if you've seen lettering that has beautiful flourishes around it, it does look a little bit like calligraphy. So I'm going to show you how to transform your basic brush lettered font and add in those flourishes. Now the trick here is not to add too many. It is more of a less is more sort of thing. So I'm going to show you with this font and one of our grey pens where I would add my flourishes, and then I'm going to do one from scratch so you can see how it would come together. So I've chosen the word birthday because it's a word that we would often use for sending greeting cards, for example. And I'm going to have I want a flourish at the bottom and I want a flourish around the top here. But in the middle there won't be too much going on. I might just edit one or two letters. So starting at the B, I'm going to come down from here. So it looks almost as if you've started from another letter. So you're going to come down and bring that up. So that would be my first flourish. My I, I'm going to leave as it is. My R, I'm actually going to detach that from the T and I'm going to bring that so that will curve downwards more. Now with my T, I've got the cross along there. What I'm actually going to do is change it so that this T crosses there and then transforms into the H. Okay, you'll see when we do this again in a moment. Lastly, I'm going to do the Y, so that will come down, and instead of just curling off, we can then have a play with flourishing this off somewhere like so, for example. So that's all the flourishes that I like to do there. So now I've written that word birthday with those flourishes out in pencil. And don't forget, I always advise writing in pencil first. I'm now going to take my black pen and I'm going to incorporate those flourishes into this word so you can see the finished piece. So again, I'm pressing down, getting the pressure on the B. And you can hear the squeaking of the pen, and there's the bottom of my R. Not every single letter has to join up either. So that's crossing the T and then coming into the H. This is why it's often easier for you to draw out the letters so you can work out where each one will start and finish and which ones are easier to flow into others, like the T and the H. With the D, what I do is I stop here because naturally the angle would come quite upright. But what I want to do to get a real loop on the top of the D, on that ascender there, is bring it outwards more. So I stop, I take my pen off the page, and then I continue bringing that loop slightly wider and then pressing down. And do our A. Now any descenders like this you could bring down really low if you wanted to. And then lastly, I've got the flourish on my Y. Now this flourish, I'm going to keep my pen quite light. I'm not going to press down after the descender for the Y. So here I lift up and I let it just flow, like so. Dot my I, and there's my flourished birthday word completed.